Let's talk about Marvels Mystic Mayhem, a game that did a global launch a few weeks ago, because I've been on a quest to find a new mobile game that will actually keep me hooked, and I think I might have found something. Maybe. This one's developed by NetEase Games, the same studio behind Marvel Rivals. I've been playing it for about 3 weeks now, so I wanted to share my thoughts, the good, the bad, and the potential of this game. So, what is this game?
Your reality slumbers so peacefully.
Basically, the world is pulled into a dreamscape, and the villain, I think his name is Nightmare, spreading fear across the globe. Kind of. He claims he's terrorizing everyone who's asleep, which makes me wonder, what about the people who are awake, or across the world? Is only affecting half the population? Or like in true Marvel fashion, affecting the most dangerous place to live, which is New York. Anyways, Doctor Strange, being the Sorcerer Supreme, sends heroes to deal with it, but they all get trapped. You get saved by a pretty obscure Marvel character called Sleepwalker, and from there, it's your job to jump into nightmare worlds and rescue trapped heroes. Now visually, I'll be honest, the 3D modeling during gameplay could use some work. It's detailed, but doesn't look great. That said, it runs smoothly, and for a mobile game, I'm okay with that trade-off. Outside of gameplay, the cutscenes are comic book style stills, which I actually like. It feels on brand for a game in a comic book setting. The music gives off a strong Stranger Things vibe, very synthy, very Nightmare Dimension, and I'm into it. I mean, you're listening to it right now. It's the background music. The voice acting sounds familiar. A lot of the lines are voiced by the same voice actors as Marvel Rivals. Now, what I don't like is the interface. It's clunky. Trying to find anything, whether it's your invite code or how to roll a gacha, feels like a scavenger hunt. You'd think it would be in this banner section, but nope, I realized clicking a character's head is how you open the summon menu. Why? No idea. Navigating in this game could be a little bit more intuitive. Another thing that they did that I don't like at the start, or maybe it's the settings, but they really like to push their sales, their little here, buy this guy, but at least I know where to buy them. The gameplay is like a real-time tactical RPG. When you use your skills, there is bullet time, which might seem like it's turn-based. You've got a team of up to 3 heroes with limited movement options, basic attacks, unique skills, and ultimate abilities. Each hero has a role, single target, AoE, support, that type of thing. And what really makes this game interesting is the team synergy. Like take Lady Bullseye. She has a skill that benefits from follow-up attacks. If you pair her with Psylocke or Spider-Man, who also do follow-up attacks, you trigger the benefit of this move way more quickly. And that's where the game gets strategic. It's not complex, but there's a nice layer to play with. Now this leads into the progression. Day 1 is tutorial heavy, but not in a bad way. You're guided through your first chapter and you follow a 7-day progression quest, and at the end of which you unlock Storm, which feels like a good milestone. By level 30, most endgame features start unlocking: PvP, alliances, and weekly challenges. But once you hit level 40, things start slowing down. The game gates story content behind level milestones, so even if you want to continue the narrative, you have to grind first. Events and raid exist. There are weekly or for a limited time. Seems more of a chore since you have to do it multiple runs, and there's no big raid or long-term goal to work towards yet. It's early and the game is new, but right now, endgame feels kinda shallow. Alliances, which are the game's guild system, feel more like a daily login checklist than social hubs. You do missions, get tokens, and buy stuff with them. At the end of the week, you get rewards based on your activity. It works, but it's not very involved. On the flip side, the community outside the game is surprisingly active. There's a busy Discord where they host check-ins and challenges. There's also web events and a solid Twitter presence. So there's a lot of support if you want to engage beyond the app. Now the big one. Is this pay to win? Yeah, but not in the worst way. You get a decent amount of free pulls during your first week, enough for around 80 pulls, which guarantees you at least 2 3-star heroes thanks to the quest at 40 and the end one at 80. The game kind of requires you to build 2 teams, 1 physical, 1 special damage, and you can do a lot with the starter units. On top of that, the game lets you reset your team builds for free early on, so you can try out different comps without being punished. That's a really nice touch. But once the honeymoon phase ends, the currency economy starts to show its teeth. Now everything is done through the currency called Dream. And for the pity costs, it's 80 pulls. If you don't get lucky, that's 12,000 gems for 1 guaranteed 3-star, and 1 key is 150 shards. You earn about 50 gems per day from the daily quest, and with some weekly and other events, let's say you average maybe around 1,000 gems per week. Do the math, and that's 3 months just to hit 1 pity, and that's assuming you don't spend gems on energy refills. Oh, and unlocking a hero is just step 1. Maxing them out costs a lot more. The prices in Canadian are pretty rough. You can spend hundreds, even thousands to max out a character and their comic highlights, which is an item. So yes, you can pay to dominate PvP, but the rewards are so minor that it barely feels worth it. Even the battle pass, while generous, just gives a lot of resources and not enough of a special character or unique item, and it doesn't have any meaningful progression for your favorite hero. So, Marvel Mystic Mayhem. Is it worth playing? I mean, I'm still grinding away, so that says something. The gameplay loop is fun. The synergy system is generally interesting, and early game progression is smooth and satisfying. But the UI is clunky, the endgame is shallow, and the monetization is quietly brutal if you're not careful. It's still new, so if they can roll out consistent content like new heroes, better events, co-op, and polish the UI, this game could turn into something really great. I mean, they just announced a new event and releasing the Fantastic Four in time for the new movie, so we will have to see. But right now, it's a good mobile game with potential, but not a must-play, at least not yet. I'm giving this a generous 7 out of 10, but they have to continue with consistent new events. If you are considering to give this game a try, let me know, or what you think of the game so far if you've been playing. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and may this day be the best day for you.